So after everything that went down yesterday, they went to the office and Debbie left, but she never came back. Just Claire and Bill stayed, and then I don't know who's here this morning. That's weird. I wonder what's going on. All I know is when Debbie left, she did not look happy. Good morning, ladies. Oh, good morning. Is that Debbie's stuff? Is everything okay? Everything is just fine. Yeah, she's going to be taking a little bit of a break for a little while, and Claire is going to go ahead and be stepping in her place. Claire will pull you back into the office individually today and let you know what's exactly going on. Oh, I had no idea that Debbie was going to be taking any kind of break. But, oh, okay. He said she's going to be pulling us in individually? What is that about? I have no idea. This is all so weird. Him saying that she took a break, but you said you saw that she left, angry yesterday, so I wonder if he, made her take a break. Yeah, maybe, but Debbie's kind of difficult to get to be made to do anything. I feel like if she was going to be leaving or taking any kind of break, it would have been up to her. Yeah, I don't know, but this whole thing is just really weird. The fact that she didn't even say anything to us before she left either. I don't know. Something about it doesn't sit right with me. Good morning, lovelies. I'm sure you remember me. I'll skip through the introductions, but I am going to be your new director for the time being. I'd like to get a little bit more acquainted with each of you today, so I'm going to be pulling you in one by one into my office. In about 20 minutes, I'd say we start with you, and then you will follow up with her, and we'll go on so on and so forth, okay? Okay, yeah, in about 20 minutes I'll head up to the office, but I'm a little bit confused about what is exactly going on. Debbie didn't even tell us that she was leaving. Like I said, I'll be pulling you each individually in, and I'll be explaining everything in detail, and no one will be confused, okay? For now, I need to go into the infant room and take care of something. Okay, sounds like a plan. Great, so I'll be seeing you in just a few minutes. Well, give it about 30 minutes. I'd say let's meet around 10 o'clock, okay? Let's aim for that. If I'm not in the office, then just come back in about 10 minutes. Okay, sounds like a plan. I'm starting to pick up on the sus vibes. Yeah, what makes you say that? Why couldn't she just explain it to us now? Why does she have to pull us each in individually? I don't know. I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. Don't forget the booties! What are you doing in here? You don't work here anymore, and especially not in this classroom. Hello, Megan. Did you not hear what I just said? Why are you in my classroom? You don't work here anymore, and you're standing here with no booties on, which I specifically told you. You're fired. What? What did you just say? You're fired. I don't know what you're doing or what you think you're trying to do or some joke you're trying to play, but you need to get out of here before I really get somebody involved to get you off this premises, because you should not even be here. I have kids that are about to start showing up. Get out of my classroom. Megan, you've been replaced. So, this is no longer your classroom. You need to pack up your things and you need to leave. I've been replaced. That's not how that works. I don't just get replaced. I work here and I have for a while. Well, you don't anymore. I don't know who you think you are, like I've already said, but anything like this would be told to me by Debbie, so until I hear Debbie tell me this herself, I'm not going anywhere. You can call me Debbie if you'd like, and I can nonchalantly walk around here for the rest of the day sipping Dr. Pepper while you pack your things, if that'll make the transition easier for you. But I am the new Debbie. I'm in charge, and as I say goes, and my first order of business, considering how awful you treated me and the way you run this classroom, is to get rid of you. What do you mean? What do you mean you're the new Debbie? I'm the new director and have been from the start. I was vetting the place as a training employee to see how things were running, and you gave me a very clear picture of how disastrous and how much of a train wreck this place really is. I have one of my colleagues who are professionally trained coming in to take your place, so I have full faith that things will be managed correctly. But you do need to leave. So, as I said before, please do pack your things. Hold on a minute. Just because we didn't get along our first day doesn't mean that you get to just get rid of me. I mean, I'm a valuable employee here. I do a great job with this classroom. I promise you there's nothing that you could say to save this situation. What's done is done. My new employee will be coming in, and she will be taking over this classroom as her own. I mean, I hear where you're coming from, and I do apologize for the way that I treated you, but these kids are something that I've watched grow up. I've watched their siblings grow up, and walking out on just now, it just seems like I would be doing something wrong to them. I'm sure they'll get over it. They wouldn't have remembered you anyway, so. I would like to speak to, Debbie or Bill or something before all of this goes down, because I want to talk to them. Once your things are packed and you're on your way out, we'll go ahead and give them a call so we can chat together. I'd really like to talk to them before this is my job. Not anymore. There's something wrong with you. Why are you getting so much joy from this? I mean, you may not have agreed with the way that I handled my classroom or dealt with you, but I care about these kids, and you're not going to find a teacher who cares more than me. I do enjoy this. I enjoy this very much indeed. Actually, my father told me when I was a little girl to never go into any job job experience or opportunity unless you knew your heart was going to love it, which is why I'm in the field that I am. I love correcting mistakes, and to me, you are like a scribble on the board that wasn't meant to be there, and we're just erasing it away. So, okay, so there is something wrong with you. I'm just gonna pack my things, because quite frankly, I don't even want to be here anymore. If Debbie herself can't explain the situation to me, and that I'm gonna come in here and be treated and just thrown out and explained like that, I'm ready to leave. I'll be packing my things. Thank you. No, thank you. I can't believe this. Hi, Rochelle. Oh, you're here. Perfect. I have just notified who you'll be replacing that this classroom is now yours. So give her probably about an hour or so, and she'll be out of your way, and you'll be free range to go ahead and decorate the classroom as you please. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Hi. No, I'm so excited. Hi, love. Just wait until you see that classroom. I am so excited to get to watch you flourish being here. We're gonna turn this place around. Seems like it's got good bones. Just needs a little bit of heart put back into it. I saw a little coffee shop next door. I think I'm gonna go check that out while I give her the opportunity to go ahead and clear her stuff up. That'll be perfect. I actually have some things I have to take care of in my office, so see you in just a little bit. Perfect. I'll see you in just a little bit. So far, so good. You are doing a good job. You are doing a good job. I'm back. I'm sorry I took so long. I know I said I was gonna be right back, but I am quickly realizing the stress and demand of this job. I mean, I just had to explain something 3 different times before they actually understood what I was saying. You don't work here anymore. It's like she was hearing something else in a different language. Regardless, your friends are going to be coming down here one by one, and I'm hoping that the rest of this day goes smoothly. Okay, sounds good. Perfect. Do you want a sweet tea? There's one in the little mini fridge there. Go ahead and help yourself. Come in. Lauren, I'm back. Thanks to me. Why don't you come on in and sit down and we'll talk about this whole plan we've got going here. Okay, yeah, because I'm quite confused right now, but happy but confused. So obviously you know now that I am with Jerry, Debbie's brother. So when I went home, I was very upset about the fact that everything had happened, how everything went down. And him and Bill are very close, so they actually talked to each other, and Bill got wind of what was going on, and he obviously already knew a little bit of the situation and the downward spiral of employees going on here. So when he heard that I was gone, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and he immediately was like, we gotta do something. And the plan was to get me back in, and here I am. Oh, we're forgetting about the main important part, me, the new director. So I am a big part of this as well, as you know that Bill has partnered with me to make sure this daycare is running smoothly. That being said, you may not be in the exact position that you were prior to all of this happening, so. What do you mean? Nobody said anything about my position changing. I understood that I was coming back to go back to my classroom. Yeah, I had a feeling that that's what you maybe thought, but considering the circumstances of what exactly I need you to be doing, I'm gonna have you in the new infant classroom with Rochelle, okay? I think that's the best plan of action moving forward, and I figured the best time to break the news is when we're having this new awesome reunion. Yeah, no, I'm really happy to be back and obviously to see you, but I was not told that I'd be put in the infant classroom. I mean, I have no problem or issue with infants, but the twos is where I've always been, and that's my classroom, my kids, my space that I really wanted to get back into with my people, my coworkers. Lauren, I am so sorry that you didn't know, but that is where you will be placed. You'll be placed in the infant classroom, so better get used to it. One thing I can guarantee you, though, is bathroom breaks. Well, I would sure hope so, but I think if maybe Jerry and Bill could team up together to find you a useful infant classroom, then I could maybe go back to my classroom. Well, we'll talk about it. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That way she could just be there as like a temporary for a few days. Such good ideas. But, considering Bill hired me as the director, I'm assuming that he probably wants me to make these decisions, so why don't you just go ahead and let me go forward with my plan, and you just trust me that it'll go well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I can go ahead and give it a try. I am sorry for just throwing this into the middle of your reunion. I know that this is a happy moment for the two of you, and I've kind of just squashed it, but that was not my intention. I just wanted to get everything laid out on the table so you knew exactly what you were walking into. So there was no more surprises. No more moving forward, anyway. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's just that I thought that I was going to be back in my classroom, but it's going to be an adjustment. But I promise you there's a method to my madness, okay? So I'm glad that we got this all out of the way. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, then you can go ahead and send your friend in. I did have one question. If Lauren is the one that like, initiated this whole situation, then how are you the reason that she's back? See, I think she was just joking when she said that, because obviously I wasn't joking. Well, you may have started the conversation that got me actually here. I'm the one that was placed here and in charge of who exactly stays, being you were a suggestion and obviously highly regarded and wanted back, so I decided to make the choice to keep you here and put you where I see fit. So, in the end, it was my choice. Bill had assured me that I was back on board the moment that I had spoken to Jerry about the situation. Strongly suggested to be back on board. I made the final decision, because I'm not a stubborn woman and I do listen to other people. I'm trying to be a little bit unlike your prior director. Right, got it. Great. Any other questions? Not so much as a question as so much as a suggestion, maybe. Put out like a flyer or something looking for infant teachers so eventually Lauren could get back to the role that she wants to be in. If that's a route I choose to take, then I will go down that route. But again, that will be my decision. Got it. Okay, great. Then you're free to go if you could just send your friend in now. Reagan. Huh? Yes, Reagan. Reagan, right. I'm sorry. I'm still getting familiar with all the names. Give me a little bit of time, please. No worries. Was just trying to help. Right, I'll go get Reagan, Claire. Claire wants you in the office. Why do you not look happy or mad or anything? You just have a straight face. What happened in there? What am I walking into? Just go, you'll see. I'll see what? Lauren! So you're back, but you're not back because you're not back in the classroom. I know it's not ideal, and it's definitely not what I was expecting to be walking into, but I do love this place, and I don't want to leave you guys, so I'm back, and hopefully eventually I will be back in my classroom, but for now, I'm gonna be in the infant classroom. So it's more of like a temporary thing. It's not temporary. It's not temporary. This is the plan for moving forward. If anything changes, I will be the one to let you guys. I apologize. I didn't mean to upset you. I misunderstood, I guess. Not upset. Just not the biggest fan of repeating myself over and over again. I feel like the plan has been laid out in detail, and so everyone should be understanding at this point. Do you have any questions? No, I don't have any questions. I'll just head back to my classroom. Bye, Lauren. It was really nice to see you. Nice to see you, too. Don't be sad. I mean, it was better than the situation it was just a few days ago. I mean, now I'm 2 doors down instead of, God, not seeing each other at all. I'll still pop my head in every now and then. Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll try to think of the positives. I'll see you in a little bit. I'll see you a little later. What? I said there will be no popping in. The plan that I have set in place does not allow for that. I can't have you guys popping in amongst classes and being friends with one another. I feel like with colleagues, the relationship needs to be strictly between what work conversations you need to be having. Anything outside of work, that's fine, but as far as popping in just to have conversations with each other is just going to be deconstructive to our work. Sorry, I know that you're new here, but I'm a very good employee, and I would never spend my time just sitting here having conversations with another employee that have nothing to do with work. It's always constructive conversation. That wasn't a personal attack. It's just an explanation as to something I will be tackling. I didn't take it as a personal attack. I just don't quite understand exactly what you're saying because, I mean, majority of the classrooms have doors connecting each other already for this exact purpose. I mean, if we need to borrow paper or pens or just have another conversation with the teacher or, hey, can you pop your head in really quick so I can go to the bathroom? Like, it's kind of a necessity. That's why the doors are there. Well, I'll be asking the teachers not use them because, for one, they're a safety hazard. I mean, a child could get lost and roam in between classrooms and you'd never know the difference. And also the situation that you described where a teacher is sitting in for another teacher would leave 2 classrooms out of ratio, which would be absolutely unacceptable. So that won't be happening any further. Right. Okay. Great. So if there's not any more questions, you can go ahead and I'm sure Megan's done packing up and probably crying her way home. You can go ahead and meet Rochelle, though. Yeah, I'll go ahead and meet Rochelle. If you just said that we're going to be able to take bathroom breaks, but you cut off our access to the classrooms, allowing us to take those bathroom breaks, how are you expecting to give us bathroom breaks? Well, I've added an additional 5 minutes to each person's normal break, so to ensure that they have the ability to go to the bathroom. Okay, are you familiar with why I quit? Of course I know, that's why I made the joke. But your breaks at that point were 5 minutes shorter than they will be now. So I feel like we've eliminated that problem, or at least we will see if we did. I was on my period when I quit, and I quit because I was not able to go to the bathroom to change my tampon. Right, I just told you that I know why you quit. But that won't happen because you'll have 5 extra minutes in your break time, so you can go ahead and take care of business then. So what happens in the event that I just changed my tampon and then I need to go back to the bathroom for some other reason and I can't because you are not allowing us to pop our heads in between the classrooms? Okay, so these aren't set in stone, but I did print out these cards which give you the ability to call me down from my office. Each one of you is going to begin with 2, and then any incentives that you get or positive remarks that you get from parents or other teachers or anything like that that I've noticed that you're doing a great job, I'll go ahead and give you an extra ticket and you have the ability to call me down and I will act as you in the classroom. So it's like we're in elementary school again. Well, kind of, but we are in a daycare, so I think this is giving the kids a good example of the fact that you guys are earning things the same way that they earn things. So I think it's really beneficial, and if there's any other questions that you have, you can go ahead and ask me them a little bit later. But for now, why don't you go meet Rochelle? Okay. Yeah. Hello. Well, hi! Aren't you just the cutest thing? I love your outfit! Well, thank you. I'm Lauren. I'm Rochelle, but everybody calls me Shelly, so I'll be Miss Shelly. Miss Shelly, I like it. Cute. I did notice you weren't wearing the booties, though. Did anybody explain them to you? Oh, I know about the booties. We don't need those old things. Babies need germs. Well, I can agree with you that some germs are beneficial to introduce, but I feel like the outside bacteria that's on our shoes, this floor might be safe, but once we cross over to the mats where they're going to be laying and crawling on over, I feel like we should probably be putting the booties on. How about you do what you see fit, and I'll do what I see fit. Not that simple, especially when you guys are supposed to be coming in here and improving the place, but it seems as you're kind of going against what we're allowed to be doing, and the booties are here for a reason. Booties are not a necessity, okay? They're part of this new age journaling and knowledge where people think that babies can't be exposed to germs, which we've already discussed is quite the contrary, okay? So I don't really want to discuss this any further. I would just like to continue on with our day, so why don't we do that? But I'm not going to be not wearing the booties, especially when I'm over in the area that they're going to be crawling, and I would really highly suggest and request that you would do the same. Now, I was not under the impression that you were going to be difficult to work with, but I've already stated how I feel about the booties, and I won't be wearing them, no matter if you suggest them, or recommend them, or try to sell them to me. Okay, I'm not trying to be difficult at all, but I do know that this is a requirement that the state requires, so if someone comes in here and doesn't see you wearing the booties when you're properly supposed to, it could be a big problem, specifically for this classroom, for this daycare, so I don't really understand why you're so against them when they're here as a precautionary for the safety of the children. You meant precaution instead of precautionary, but like I've already said, it's a little bit of a hoax, and I don't really believe in it, and so I think that the babies need to be exposed to germs. There's nothing on my feet that they won't be exposed to while sucking on their parents' fingers, so I think it'll be just fine. Their parents? You know what I meant. Well, I just thought we were pointing out sentence errors, considering you pointed out a mistake that I made and then proceeded to follow up with your own mistake in the same sentence, so I just thought it was a little bit funny, is all. Hilarious. Well, I thought so, but I'm going to be completely transparent when I say that I came back here with the full expectation that I'd be coming back to a healthier environment, and based on the fact that we can't even get along when it comes to one simple task that we are supposed to be required to be doing by the state, and you don't want to do that, I just don't understand how this is going to be working in the foreseeable future. I'm going to have to talk to Claire about this, because I know for me personally this is not the job that I signed up for. I don't know that if you're going to be following the guidelines that the state provided, that you will be in this classroom much longer either. My job is secure. I promise you that. No matter what your opinion or discrepancies you have with me, or what you think I might be doing against the state guidelines, Claire knows how I feel about these type of situations, and she knows how I feel when it comes to overproduced plastic garbage that is just going to be used one-use garbage, and it's really not doing anything because it's a netted fabric we could blow through, so it's not really doing anything, and I feel like that it's a giant waste of time. So if it's something that you want to go ahead and speak to Claire about, you go ahead and do that, but I'm going to be talking to her about it myself, because I feel that this is a huge waste of time. I really disagree. I think that this is a big deal. Oh, good morning. Make sure they have them sign in the book. And you did wash your hands after you dealt with what you were just dealing with, right? So you'll just need to sign in right there. Have a great one. She's in great hands. Go ahead and hand her over to me. I'll do tummy time with her. But tummy time would be on the mat. Yes, I'm aware. I'm not going to lay her on the cold tile. No, I would hope not, at least. But you would need to go into the mat area to lay her down and to do tummy time with her. I am aware. I will gladly hand her over to you if you could just please put on the booties. I will not be putting the booties on, and you are not going to withhold a child from me when I'm requesting you to hand her to me in my own classroom. So, again, please hand me the child. Booties are supposed to be worn if you're going over into the matted area. For the safety of the kid. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I'm not going to budge. Oh, you're not going to budge. Well, I'm not going to budge on the fact that I'm not using these single-waste plastic use garbage. I'm not doing it. So what's going to happen? I don't know. Honestly, long-term, this doesn't seem like it's going to work at all. But for today, I think the best compromise would be for me to sit on this side of the rug and stay with the kids with my booties on and the tummy time, and I'll interact with them on the mat while you stay on the main floor. It's so perfect that you think the best compromise would be you doing the least amount of work. I don't think so. If this is a job that you're coming into to be lazy, then you can go ahead and do that, but you can go ahead and talk to Claire first. Then I'll go talk to Claire. Baby doesn't leave the room. Then what am I supposed to do? Put the baby down in her crib and go talk to Claire. This is all so ridiculous. Here, I will be right back. Come in. I don't mean to be one to just like come in here and snitch on somebody, but Rochelle is being kind of out of hand. She refuses to put the booties on for the safety of the children, and is there any way that you can just come speak to her? Yeah, that sounds like Rochelle. Sure, I'll go speak to her. Oh my God, Rochelle, what are you doing? Don't tell me she's got you all rambling about this same nonsense. Rochelle, this is not nonsense. Give me the baby. What do you mean? She is just fine. I can't believe you are doing this. Can you go get a washcloth and wet it? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, I'll go grab a washcloth. What is the big deal? It's just my shoe. Yeah, it's your shoe, but you can't be on the... You can't be on the side of the mat. And why in God's green earth would you be allowing her to chew on your shoe? She is teething. And as your nitpick Nancy over there, I've already told her, I think that germs are very important for babies to be exposed to. Some germs are beneficial, not the bottom of your shoe, not to mention what could be stuck in the soles of your shoe, little pebbles, literally anything that they could choke on. Here's the washcloth. I tried to explain to her why this was just as a precaution as for the kids, but she just did not seem to care and just cared about the single-use plastic, which they're not even plastic, I don't think. I don't know what they're made out of. I can't say for certain, but what I do know is that we are required to be using them. And if you didn't like the option that is in store for you, you had every option to come over to me and explain to me that you wanted to be using your own set of booties for this classroom. But you completely disregarding our regulation and then on top of it, going and giving the child your shoe to chew on? Unacceptable. And I can't have that here. Well, I was really trying to prove a point. I mean, the child's fine. She's not combusting because she chewed on a little bit of a shoe. I mean, how many toddlers go and stick the shoes right into their mouth? It's a normal bacterial exposure, and I'm going to stand by that. Okay, forget bacteria for just a second. What if you had a rock size in your shoe and it got stuck down her throat and she was choking on it? Then what? Well, that didn't happen. I understand that, but it could have. And just as if it could, that's not the way that I like to live my life, okay? Because, I mean, you could get hit by a car on your way to work, but that's not going to stop you from driving your car on the way to work now, is it? Michelle, I know we've known each other for a very long time, and I really thought that this was going to grow great, but this isn't going to work. What do you mean by that? You know exactly what I mean, okay? I don't want to go into the semantics of it, but if you could just pack your things and go, please. You're letting me go because I've made one infraction against your stupid rules? You're running a ship that's already damaged, and if you continue to run it like this, you're going to run it straight into the ground, but I digress. I'll go. Okay, great. This is going to leave you in charge of the classroom, so here you go. Okay, but wouldn't that leave the classroom at a ratio? And does that mean I'm the lead teacher? Like, what exactly is going on right now? Okay, so this is not how I planned for today to go at all, so please just bear with me. I've got 3 infants in this classroom so far, so you will be out of ratio for just a minute, but one of the dads is coming to pick her up right now. Just so happens he was already picking up early, so if you could just manage that, please, for me. Yeah, I can go ahead and take care of it. Whose dad you said was picking up? I believe it was Anna Marie. Father's name is Dennis. Please bear with me. I am still trying to learn names. Well, that's all they wrote for me. I'll be heading out, and considering I was only here for just a few hours, this is all I've got to my name. So you continue with your little, what it seems like an orientation for the both of you. And you have a great rest of your day. Congratulations, new lead teacher! Well, she's typically not that abrasive, but whatever. We will find someone to replace her. In the meantime, I'm going to need you to man the ship. I thought this was just for the day because I'm not going to be able to be out of ratio every day in the classroom because I feel like we were just discussing how important ratios are for the daycare. We will discuss this when... Oh, hi! This is the father. Go ahead and take care of it. I'm going to be in my office. Here to pick up my daughter. Perfect. If you could just sign her out and I'll go grab her for you. Alright, sounds good. Okay, here's Anna Marie. That's not my baby. I'm sorry. Who are you here to pick up? Logan. It's a cute baby, but not my daughter. Just wanted to apologize again, but here you go. I'm too fucking tired for this. Are you just giving people other people's babies? Because that's not my baby either. Okay, I am really sorry. There are 3 rooms in the classroom. I was told that one of them was going to be picked up by the dad when it wasn't the one I was holding, and it wasn't the one I showed you. I assumed this one as well. I'm so sorry. Do y'all not have a system to keep track of which baby is which? Where the hell's my daughter? No, we absolutely do. That's why each baby is signed in and signed out when the parents drop off and pick up. If you just give me 2 seconds to set her down, we can go ahead and check the binder, because you are asking to pick up one of the child. I was under the impression that one of the 3 of them was going to be picked up, but if you're saying something otherwise, then we need to really figure this out. I'd say so. I mean, my daughter is missing. I just signed her out, so your system clearly doesn't seem to be working. Where is my daughter? Apologize for this. We are going to figure it all out. Logan. Okay. Logan was signed out. I do see that you signed her out, but nobody ever signed her in, actually, today. So, thankfully, she's not lost. Maybe someone that was supposed to drop her off decided to not drop her off. Was there somebody maybe that you can call about it? No, I'm supposed to pick up my daughter today. It's my day. Okay, well, we have the system in place to keep track of the babies, as you so much requested, and it is for exactly this reason, so that we can keep track of who's coming in and out of the classroom. So if anybody brought her in this morning, they would have had to sign into that book. So I'm thinking maybe her mom didn't bring her in, considering you did say it was your day to pick up, so I'm assuming she had her last night, so maybe just give her a phone call? Oh, I'm not talking to her. She drops off and I pick up. I mean, Fridays are my day. I don't understand what's going on. Okay, well, it's Thursday. No, it's not. It's Friday. I am so sorry. I have not been getting much sleep lately with my new job. I really do apologize. I'm sorry. Good luck to you on your first day. No worries. I apologize for the misunderstanding, but I'm glad we figured everything out. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, alright. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay, well, now that that's over. Oh, right on cue. What's going on, little one? How's it going in here? Honestly, not great. It's been kind of a roller coaster. You said Anne-Marie was getting picked up. She obviously hasn't been, because you still have 3 babies here. Okay, so a parent came in and went to pick up who I thought was Anne-Marie, and so I went to bring him Anne-Marie, who you said was Anne-Marie, and he said that that's not my daughter. My daughter's name is Logan, and so quite honestly, I don't know who is who from this group, so I just assumed one was Logan. And then when he said that that one was also not his daughter, then I asked him if the third one was his daughter, which just sounds awful, me saying it, because I'm literally just handing this man, oh, take a baby, pick a baby, and my brain was so frazzled in the moment, because you said it was Anne-Marie, but Anne-Marie's in my hand, and he wanted to pick up Logan, but it turns out today's not even his day to pick up, it's tomorrow. So there are 3 babies, no one is being picked up, correct? Take a deep breath. I feel like we're a little bit over-exaggerating the situation. It sounds like everything was worked out, and the father just had his time and date wrong. With all due respect, I'm not a toddler who's learning breathing techniques, and I do not need to be told to take a deep breath. I'm an adult, and I'm explaining to you a situation that was very scary for me, considering I thought that I had lost a child. When he said that none of those 3 children were his, I was scared, because someone had just left, and I was like, well, what if she took the baby? And in that moment, I panicked. Luckily enough, we had the binders to double check what was going on, but for you to just diminish my feelings in the matter really seems inappropriate. Okay, we are not going to tell me what's inappropriate or not. Putting aside the fact that you're completely disregarding my feelings in the matter, you've just thrown me into this classroom with 0 preparation, wrong information, and you're just acting as if though it's no big deal. I mean, you telling me a child's going to be picked up by name and me thinking that one of the kids is going to be picked up and then that whole situation happening is very scary and should not be happening on my first day. I should have, at the bare minimum, been given name tags for these children. Do you want me to write their names down on little stickers for you? I am more than happy to do that. I'm sorry, what's funny about that? I wasn't laughing, just smirking. Okay, about? I thought it was a little bit funny. You said you're not a toddler, you don't need to know breathing exercises, and then you follow it up with, you want stickers. It's just a little bit funny as well. It's no big deal. I'm not asking for like rainbow glitter unicorn stickers. I just want stickers so I can learn the names of the kids that I'm in charge of, and I don't feel like that is something to laugh or smirk over, or even something that's funny to request. I feel like it's kind of, like I already said, the bare minimum. I know when I first started out in this that we sure did not have name tags to learn the children's names. It's just something we had to use our brain for, but I feel like this generation is just a little bit different. It's no big deal. I will go ahead and get you some stickers. Okay, I don't know why. I just feel like you're being very disrespectful for really no reason right now. Oh, Lauren, don't be so sensitive. I know your last director didn't treat you very well, but I intend to be very fair, and I would love to get to a point where we can joke and have a little banter between the 2 of us where it doesn't feel uncomfortable. Okay, and I feel like you're being disrespectful to my feelings and how I'm feeling. I mean, the fact that you're snickering and laughing over me requesting name tags for students, I feel is a little bit inappropriate. If you want to reach to that relationship, I feel like that's something you build to where we have respect for each other. Okay, let me start over. I hear you, and your feelings are valid. Now let me go get those stickers for you. You know what? Don't bother. Actually, I quit. You quit? Everyone swore up and down that you were a wonderful, wonderful employee, and you've shown me nothing but that, and now you want to quit? I don't even know what you're saying. I don't, but I know that I've come to do my job, and you have been nothing but beyond disrespectful to me, and I don't want to be back in this environment. I quit for the first time for a reason, and I should have known better to ever come back. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not working here any longer. I have not been disrespectful. I've been exactly in the management position that I'm supposed to be and direct with you, and I've tried to have a fun and playful banter with you, like I've already said, but clearly you don't want that. You don't want to be back in this environment. Like you said, you should have never come back to begin with. So you can not come back for your shift tomorrow, but you cannot just leave today. You have 3 babies you need to take care of until the parents get here. You know, because that was my initial plan. Until time after time you were disrespectful to me, and now I will be leaving. Excuse me, I'm here to pick up my daughter. She'll be able to help you with that. Hi, ma'am. How may I help you? Yeah, I'm just here to pick up my daughter, like I said. Is everything alright, though? There's a lot of tension in the air. I assure you there's no tension. She's just taking her break. Who are we picking up? I'm here to pick up Anne-Marie, but, there's no need to lie to me about the tension in the air. I actually read auras for a living, so I'm well versed in the fact that there is definitely tension in the air. I am not lying, ma'am, and I can assure you there is no tension. Here you go. I find a lot of people tend to misread situations into what's actually unfolding at hand, and I'm really sensing a struggle in the air. Well, I can assure you I am not struggling, so have a great rest of your day. I can take a hint. But sometimes it's not so much of a physical struggle and more so of an internal one. Have a good one. Yeah, you as well. Struggling. You are doing a good job. You are doing a good job. Okay? Finally, you answer the phone. I've called you 3 times. This woman is a lunatic. She's absolutely insane. I didn't even last the full day. I'm done. I'm standing outside of the daycare, and I never in my life thought that I would be missing Debbie. But where the hell is Debbie? You need to get Bill on the phone because this is not going to work. I mean, go back inside.
Go back inside.
No, I've been disrespected by her, and I've already quit this job once. I'm not coming back to another toxic environment.
Sorry you're having a bad day, but you need to go in there.
No, I'm not.
Trying to fix this daycare.
I'm not going back inside.
All Bill needs is you to take notes for what happens today and how things are rolling. You'll be in there tomorrow, please.
Fine. Okay, fine. But this is the last day, because I can't. You need to get on the phone with him now. They always come back. I can go ahead and resume the teacher position if you want to hand me the child. No, but you quit. You didn't want to work here anymore because I'm so difficult, so you quit, right? I don't know what you want from me, but I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to ask you one more time to please hand me the baby, or I'm going to leave. This chip on your shoulder is stronger than the iceberg that broke the Titanic, but sure, go ahead. Thank you would be nice, considering I've just allowed you to come back to work now that you've quit for the second time at the same job. Except this isn't a job that I wanted. The job that I initially had was my classroom that I loved, and I quit because of how I was being disrespected by somebody who was in charge. That person being gone seemed to me like a light at the end of the tunnel, but since you've come in and shown what you have to offer for this place, it's nothing but a train wreck. And I don't even want to be in this classroom. I wanted to go back into my initial classroom, which I was promised and told would be where I would be going until you told me differently. So, no, I'm not going to be thanking you. Okay? To have this mentality that the daycare will stop running without you in it, and that's just not the case. Just because there was a difficulty in management before doesn't mean that me being in place now is going to run it into a train wreck, as you said. I'm going to put things in place as they should be, and that is with or without you. For the time being, it's with me. Because I allow it to be. You don't have a choice. You went power crazy in the first 2 seconds that you were here and fired Megan when she was actually a good teacher for that classroom. Albeit she was a little crazy, but she actually did what she needed to do and flowed nicely. You didn't like her and had some vendetta, so you went and fired her immediately and went to replace her with somebody who was wonderful and amazing, but just proved that the grass is not always greener because she was even more 10 times crazy than Megan could ever be. And now you have me in charge of a classroom that I wasn't even supposed to be in to begin with. But you're telling me that you're keeping me here because it's your choice. I don't think you have any other options, because when I just left a second ago, you were about to have a conniption fit. Keep in mind, all of this has happened, and it's day 1. And you don't think that this is a train wreck? I don't think it's a train wreck. I make decisions on a whim. That's part of my job, and something that I love about my job. The spontaneousness, the quickness, the unexpected. You may not be here tomorrow. You never know. Yeah, that really sounds stable. It sounds like a great plan for building morale and relationships and trust at all. I mean, what are you even talking about? You don't sound like you know what you're doing whatsoever, and I feel like Bill made a big mistake. You know, I find it funny that you use the analogy, the grass isn't always greener on the other side when it comes to Rochelle and Megan, but not so much when it comes to Debbie and myself, because you guys cried and cried and cried about how you wanted someone new, you didn't like Debbie anymore, and now that there is someone new actually here to make changes and benefit you as a whole, you want to cry about it. I'm not crying, I'm just pointing out the fact that you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, just so maybe that you could eventually see it too. I don't want to continue this conversation with you going back and forth because I honestly feel like I'd have better luck talking to the wall, so I'm going to continue my job. Your job. Your job that you just quit not 15 minutes ago. I find it interesting again that you're talking about my stability when it comes to my plan, yet you can just quit and join back and claim your job as it's your possession when you just let it go with no thought just a second ago. Makes no sense, but okay. Okay, Lauren. I don't need it to make sense to you. The drama with you. Oh my gosh. 5 missed calls. What the hell? Hello? Hi. Hi, Bill.
How's everything going? I'm hearing not so good.
Oh, no, everything's going great.
Is that so?
Why?
Because that's not what I'm hearing. I hear you're making a mess of yourself on your first day. That's not what I hired you for.
So it is still my first day. I'm working out a few kinks here and there, but I assure you everything is going smoothly.
I'm driving a wedge between me and my wife on betting on you. Don't make me look like an idiot.
Okay, yeah,
Do the job I hired you to do, or I'll find someone else to do it.
okay.
I don't want to hear from you again while I'm on my vacation. Goodbye.
All right, bye-bye. What a little snitch. You know what? Okay.
Those earrings look wonderful on you.
Or don't try to butter me up. I don't want to hear it. I'm still not speaking to you. I'm not trying to butter you up. You look nice is all.
Let's enjoy ourselves. It's a beautiful ship.
I know it's a beautiful ship and I'm happy to be here, but what is that look on your face? There's no look on my face. I've been with you long enough to be able to tell when something's wrong. What's wrong? Is it the daycare? It's the daycare, isn't it? Debbie, no. Yes, you have worry written all over your face and you're not telling me something. What is going on at my daycare? It's my daycare. Okay, you know what? Don't speak to me. Oh, honey, I didn't mean it like that. It's just my daycare. It's just there's nothing that you need to worry about. Nothing that I need to worry about. Why? Because it's no longer my position, or the fact that I'm stranded on a boat in the middle of the water because that's where you've put me, and now my daycare. What's going on? Is it up in flames? What's going on? No, it's not up in flames. And what is going on? If you want the rest of this trip to be complete misery for you, then that's fine, and you can choose to continue to tell me nothing, but I can read you like a book. What's going on? Please don't raise your voice. I will raise my voice all I damn well please. You better tell me what's going on. It's just that things aren't going exactly to plan. Oh, it's not going the way you planned. Why? What happened? It's nothing to worry about. It's just that Claire's making some big decisions on her first day. Big decisions such as just some protocol changes. I mean, obviously people aren't going to agree with. There's nothing we can do about it from here, so why don't we just enjoy our vacation? When we get back, we can sort things out. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's a great idea. I'll sit back and I'll relax and I'll enjoy myself while everything that I love is being destroyed as I speak. Great idea! It's being destroyed. It's just that I don't know. Maybe it's for the best. Who knows? I do. I know that you've made the biggest mistake in your business that you possibly could have here. You're saying I ran it into the ground, but from what you're saying and what I'm hearing come out of your mouth, it sounds like she's doing a much worse job than I was. I can't believe this. I never said she was doing a bad job. She knows what she's doing. It's just I wasn't expecting her to make these decisions so quickly is all. What decisions? And who did you speak to? Just protocol changes, like I've already said. And I spoke to Jerry, who spoke to Lauren, who quit. Let me get this straight. Lauren quit under my management because she didn't agree with things. And you had such a big deal about it with Jerry because she was so upset that you got her back. And this new person that was supposed to be your new holy grail and way better than me has gotten her to quit within 1 day. Fortunately, that's how it sounded, but then Jerry was able to talk her down and get her back in the classroom. And your new supervisor let her go back into her position? What kind of shit show is going on over there? I mean, how insubordinate is that?
Obviously, things are a little bit jumbled and they're still working out the kinks, but let's enjoy our vacation and we'll get back to it.
I want to talk to this Claire. I want to speak to her because she sounds like an idiot.
She's not an idiot. She knows what she's doing. I just don't think that this situation is her exact forte.
That's not what you told me. You told me she was wonderful and perfect for the job and she would be flipping our place back into perfect shape. So I don't... You better follow up on your promises or this is going to be real miserable for you when we get out of here.
Send any more threats my way, Debbie?
Jesus.
Megan? Hi, yeah, this is Claire from the daycare. So this is not something that I would typically do, but just wondering if maybe that you would consider coming back.
Back? As in back to the daycare?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, Claire.
No, I know that.
No, you don't know anything. You're a lunatic, and you're disrespectful, and I don't care about a single thing that you have to say. I don't want to hear it. I will never come back to work for you. Good luck with your sinking ship.
Well, thank you for... Okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine. I'm gonna figure this out. We are gonna figure this out.
You are in charge. Now go be in charge.
How's everything going in here?
Everything is going fine. I have one more kid that needs picked up, and then the stay is finally over. Lauren, I feel as if though we have gotten off on the wrong foot, and I would like to readjust that. You seem to have this ideation that we are going to be like buddy friends where you can joke and pick on me and have your banter type of fun, but you've not earned that. There's no respect here between the two of us, and quite frankly, you've been just downright disrespectful to me, so I don't think we're set off on the wrong foot. I think that this is just the relationship that has been established thus far. Right, and I'd like to correct that. I want smooth sailing, and I want you to feel as if though you are respected here. And so I know how it feels to be thrown into a classroom that you don't exactly feel comfortable like you should be in, but I feel that you need to just bear with me for the time being, and I will find someone to issue back into this classroom when you can go back to your 2-year-old's classroom. But for the time being, you will be here, you will be the head teacher, and we are going to try to make this work. I find the attitude shift quite strange and coincidental with the fact that I have just called my partner, who is very close with Bill. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I haven't spoken to Bill at all, and I am just caring about the well-being of my new daycare that I am running. So, that being said, when you've gotten her checked out and her parents have picked her up, go ahead and clean the rest of this classroom. If you need help with that, you go ahead and let me know, and I can give you a rundown of what needs to actually be done. In the meantime, I'll be in my 2-year-old classroom discussing with my other teachers what I expect from them. I don't need direction on how to clean a room. I can do it myself. I appreciate it, though. If you could at least maybe say hello to Reagan and Cece, since I'm no longer allowed to pop in and say hello to them, I'd appreciate it. Will do. Hello, you must be my last parent. No, honey, I'm here to pick you up. Come here, sweet baby. I do need you to sign her. I'm sorry, are you joking? No, it's what you have to do every day to sign her out. I don't know why you assume I'd be joking. Well, because you're standing there doing nothing, and you see that I'm taking her out of the door, so why can't you just sign the book out? So while all that is true, you do have to be the one that signs her out, though, just per policy. That just doesn't make any sense. I'm already holding her. It would be so much easier for you to just sign her out. I have no problem holding her if you need me to. But you've already given her back to me. This is a whole thing. Megan would have never had a problem. Are you new here? I mean, where's Megan? Okay, so that kind of makes a little bit of sense. Megan no longer works here. I am Megan's new replacement. Megan obviously was doing things against policy, but I am here to follow policy. So from here on out, if you could just sign her out and sign her in, I would just be very much appreciated. I believe you're making me do all of this. You need to take her because I planned the perfect amount of time for me to come here, pick her up, and then get to the beach by sunset so I can take my Instagram photos. Now the whole timeline is going to be thrown off. It's just ridiculous. I am so sorry to have inconvenienced you. Okay, now that my photos will be ruined, I hope not. Have a great rest of your day. That's nice, but your hope isn't going to change the pattern of the sun.
Hi, lovely ladies. How's it going?
Everything's going good. The last kid just got picked up, and we're just cleaning up the last bit of everything and disinfecting, organizing.
And where's Miss Cece?
Yeah, she's just out back, like, putting away and disinfecting the playground toys. I can go grab her if you need her. Oh, no, leave her alone. There's no sense in you popping your head in and interrupting her work. Well, I was actually headed right back out there. I just had to bring this bin out to her to put the rest of the balls in that are out there. We typically do the afternoon chores together, whatever's left after the kids leave. Do them together. Yeah, we just found that it's easier to get a bigger area done when two of us are working on it together than it is one person just doing the one area themselves. Is that a problem? Yes, that's gonna have to change, only because you remember the conversation we had this morning in my office where we were talking about the fact that we can't just be popping our heads in and out of situations because it's gonna be distracting from our work. So maybe we find a better route to get the cleaning done. With all due respect, I feel like popping in heads, which I do feel is a useful tool, is much different than what we're doing because we're both getting work done out there, and like I've already said, it makes it a little bit quicker so that way she's not out there in the hot sun for a long period of time. We can both kind of get the work done in a shorter amount of time together. Oh, it's not that hot today. She won't melt, okay? I think it's a better use of your time for you to be in here on the carpets, disinfecting the classroom while she's out there. So why don't we go ahead and do that plan, and I'll go ahead and I'll tell her that out there. So you're just gonna pop your head in and tell her that? I'll do whenever I see fit. Okay? Oh, and before I forget, I've sent your bathroom passes over to the printer, so if you can go ahead and cut those out for me, I'd appreciate it. Sure thing. Lovely. That carpet really does look like it could use some extra love, so go ahead and make sure you take care of that, okay? Okay. Carpet is dirty. Why wouldn't you come out there and help me? I was waiting for you to come back out there. Why are you in here just scrubbing the carpet? Well, I just figured you're looking a little pale. You could use the sun, and I'd stay in here in the air conditioning and just scrub this carpet. Okay, well, that's real nice. Glad you're enjoying the AC. Cece, I'm not being serious. I, of course, was going to go back out there to help you. I have this bucket still to bring out there, and then Claire came in, and she told me how she'd prefer us to be doing things the way that she asked them to be done, that we are not supposed to be popping our head in and communicating with one another, even though I explained to her that we would be both out there getting the work done together, thus it being done quicker, but she said no, it needs to be done separately in separate rooms, so she told me to go get on that carpet that needs to be cleaned. So that's what I'm doing to appease her. Also, and when I'm done with the carpet, guess what I get to do? I get to cut out our new bathroom passes. You've got to be joking me. No, I'm not. And honestly, I've been looking forward to it. I just can't wait to put my little scissor hands to work because my hands have just definitely not done enough today. So also, she would like to speak to you whenever you're done doing what you're doing because I caught her in the fact that she was just going to go out there and interrupt you and it wouldn't make sense when it goes to her whole popping her head in mantra. So yeah, she wants to see you in her office. Well, that's great. What? Debbie's calling me? Oh my god, go answer. Go out. Yeah, you're right, I should go outside. Okay. How are you not gonna answer the phone when I'm calling? I've gotta get off this boat. Please, can we enjoy the last 2 days of this cruise without you whining and complaining every single second? Nothing is going on at the daycare that you are gonna be able to handle from here, so please just relax and calm down. Do not speak to me that way. You are the one who put me in this godforsaken boat, in this godforsaken situation, and you... Do not tell me to relax. It's ridiculous the way you're acting. You barely ever get a chance to take a vacation. I mean... You even looked cute a second ago with your little dangly earrings, and then you just go ahead and take them out? Yeah, Bill, I took them out because you said they looked cute, and I don't want to make anything that makes you happy right now, so yeah, I took them out. I'll be down at the buffet. You know, for someone who hates his boat so much, you sure do enjoy that buffet. What did you just say? Nothing. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, that's what I thought. Dang it. Bringing out this bucket of balls in case Claire has anything to say, but what did Debbie say? Nothing. I mean, if I did, it would have been the shortest conversation to ever exist. As soon as I got out here, the phone, I guess I missed the phone call, and I tried to call it back, and she immediately didn't answer, which, genuinely, I've just never understood, because if you're calling somebody, and then somebody calls you immediately back, how do you not pick up the phone immediately? That's something I've never understood, because, I mean, the phone's literally in your hand, but let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's because she's on a cruise, and it's, like, different reception or something. Knowing Debbie, her phone is probably in the ocean. I'm surprised she's even still on board at this point, because if she knows anything of what's going on around here, she's gotta be losing her mind. Oh my god, imagine you're sitting on the pool deck, right, and the phone just flies down above you.
Hi, lovely ladies.
Hi. I thought we talked about the fact that you were not supposed to be out here together, and why are we on our cell phones, laughing, lollygagging? Things are supposed to be done. Especially by now. I had just come back out here because I left my phone out here, and then we both forgot the bucket of balls, so she had just come out here to bring the balls. We've literally been out here for like 30 seconds. We were just going back inside. Well, I feel as if though my words are kind of not being heard, understood, or followed, and since I am the power of control here, I did ask you, remember, to cut those bathroom passes, and I do feel that should have been done by now, seeing as I just completed them. Each of you were going to receive 2, but now you'll be receiving 1 as a little consequence to the disrespect to my words, okay? So if we go ahead and follow the rules and the directions and we get good points, then we can go ahead and earn those back. Okay, I'm sorry, but you said something about earning bathroom passes, which really I don't agree with because I feel like that's kind of one childish, but really just disrespectful to humankind in general, because sometimes we just can't control when we have to go to the bathroom, and I feel like you definitely know that because everyone does. Regardless of that, I don't understand where you're coming from with taking these passes away, because you never said anything about that in your office, and I really don't think that that's fair. I completely agree with Cece, which I was trying to say in your office earlier. I just don't think that this is the best course of action for any productivity, to be honest with you. I don't think that our bathroom accessibility should have anything to do with our job performance. And this is why I don't feel that my words are being put across very well at all or understood, because I have specifically said time and time again that I am the one that has been put in place of in charge here. So, we are going to do as I say. I have a plan in place, and I have a plan for this daycare. If you're not willing to follow it, you can find somewhere else to work. Okay, but I just don't... Wonderful. Okay, when you guys are done cleaning up separately, doing your separate tasks together, you may go home, and I have more plans in place in the morning, so if you could just see me in my office. Okay, sure. Do you want to assign who's allowed to be outside and inside? You're not children. I think you can figure it out. I'll see you in the morning. Never in my life would I think that I would miss Debbie so much. Tell me about it. This is ridiculous. One of us better get inside before she throws a conniption fit. No, Reagan, that's stupid, because there's nothing left out here for us to do. We already did everything, so both of us should just go inside, because that's the work that's left to be done, so let's just go inside and do it. What's she gonna do, yell at us for getting our work done? To be honest, yeah, it seems like it, but regardless, like you said, it doesn't make any sense. There's nothing left for us to do right here. Let's just go get our work done. Exactly. You finish up over there, just do that, and I'll focus on the carpet over here, since obviously this is a point of problem for her. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Ladies. Yes? What are you both doing in here after we just had that conversation? Well, there's nothing else for us to be doing out there, so we both just came in here to finish the work that needs to be done. It seems as if though you both are very reluctant to listen and go with the plan moving forward. I do not want you both in the same room where you can communicate with each other and distract each other from work. I don't understand how many times I have to say that for you to understand. Well, no, we understand. Clearly you don't, because we're talking about the same thing that we've talked about 6 times now, and we're still talking about it, and you still don't get it. Okay, so you want the classroom chores and responsibilities done before we leave, correct? Of course. So why does it matter how it gets done? I mean, what does it matter? See, this just shows me that you're not listening to a single thing that I'm saying. I don't listen. You just cut me off when I was trying to explain to you what my reasoning is for not doing what you're saying. I interrupted you because your reasoning does not matter. It does not matter to me what you have to say. I've given you an instruction, and as your superior, you should be following that blindly. It is disrespectful and just honestly unfathomable that the two of you cannot follow this one simple task that I followed you. Do not communicate. Do not do the same job at the same time, because it's not working for our job. With all due respect, I'm not following anyone blindly. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna think for myself because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And if I find what you're telling me to do doesn't make any sense, I'm gonna speak up about it. So you want respect, but you do not want to reciprocate it. That's fine, because I'm the bigger person, and I'll go ahead and take the quiet seat while you go ahead and explain to me why you think that your superior's orders are not what you think you should be doing. My superior's orders? I mean, you're talking like you're some drill sergeant, and this is an army base camp. This is a daycare, may I remind you, and I've worked here quite honestly longer than you have. So I have a better understanding of how this place runs and how to run it smoothly. So no, I'm not in charge. You are technically the superior, but I do think that in order to have a smoothly running ship, you should be communicating with your employees on how things go smoothly here. Are you done? Am I done? You're not listening to listen. You're listening to respond, and I don't want to talk to you anymore. All I'm asking is that you understand where we're coming from when you tell us that we can't be both outside. We completed the work that's outside, and now we've come inside to do the work that needs to be done in here, and you seem to have a problem with us literally just getting our work done. It's the fact that the two of you are in the classroom together that is the problem. Right, you keep saying that, and that communicating and talking would be distracting us from our work, but when you came in here, it was literal silence. I was cleaning, she was cleaning, no one was talking or distracting each other, so I don't really know where your point is coming from. I think you should consider taking a deep breath. The fact of the matter is, if the both of you had listened to me with my initial instructions when I told you the way that things would be running from here on out, we wouldn't even be in this problem. One of you would have been out here, and one of you would have been in here, and the situation would have been solved, and all of the work would have gotten completed in an appropriate time frame. Now we are 20 minutes past when you should have already left, and the work is not even completed because you guys wanted to talk and continue to this discussion when there's nothing left to discuss. It is how it's going to be run because I, again, am superior. So if you have a problem with that, you can go ahead and leave. Okay, then I'll leave. What? Yeah, what? Yeah, I'm sorry, Reagan, but I'm not gonna you can come with me. We don't have to stand here and stand for this. She doesn't get to treat us like this, and I've never in my life thought that I would be missing Debbie, but she handled things way better than this. At least she allowed us to somewhat insert our opinions into things and how things would be running, and just didn't Your ideology makes no sense, and it really seems like you've never actually worked in a classroom before, because if you did, you wouldn't be such a stickler about something so ridiculously stupid. Communication is important, and so is helping other teachers. You know what? You're right. For the director to have been not so great before, and we were told that someone was going to come in and make things better, and you're just worse. I don't want to work here either. I'm going to leave with you. Okay, perfect. I'm going to have both of you walk out at the same time. Wonderful. But go ahead and complete your tasks and make sure you do it the way that you two know, and do it together rather than separate. Got a better idea. How about you do it? Come on, Reagan. Can't just leave without completing the tasks that need to be done for the classroom. The classroom needs to be prepared for tomorrow morning, so go ahead and get that done before you guys do your little walkout. God, are you that delusional that you really think that that's how this is going to go? I mean, if we're leaving, why would we go and finish the rest of the duties for the classroom that you've just yelled at us when we were trying to complete? But now you want to go back? Like, who's allowed to go do them? At this point, with how ridiculous the two of you are being, I don't even care. Go ahead, and the both of you can clean it together. Really think I'm that stupid that I don't see right through this? You only are going to bend your rules now because you don't want to be left with all the chores and responsibilities that are left to do. We're not doing it. We're leaving. And we're going to go communicate with the teacher that we are forbidden from communicating with because of a door between the classroom, which is absolutely ridiculous, and she should have never been put in the infant classroom to begin with. Just because you two are having some sort of walkout and a little dramatic moment does not mean that you get to communicate with my other employees. Lauren is in the classroom and cleaning up the classroom, and you are not to bother her. So go ahead and leave. Lauren's not here. Lauren walked out earlier this morning. Shows how really in charge of your staff you are, that you've had 3 walkouts in your first day and you're not even aware of the first. Like, you think I really don't know what's going on in my daycare. I'm fully aware of her walkout this afternoon, or this morning, rather. And then she walked back in because I think that she realized how foolish she was being for walking away from such a great opportunity, which I think that both of you will also do as well. Whatever. Come on, Reagan, let's go. Oh, yes, run along after her. Make it aware and known how much of a follower you are. I am not a follower. This is something that I really care about. Oh, do you? So much so that you'd care to lose your job over it? Stop trying to intimidate her. We both are aware that we're walking out, and when Debbie comes back to work here and we get rid of you, we'll come back to work here. But as long as you're here, we're not going to work here. I know you're missing your beloved Debbie, who I couldn't hear more worse things heard about said before I came in, when I was just a lowly employee who I heard all the gossip about. But that's fine. The problem is with your little ideology is I signed a 6-month contract, so I won't be going anywhere for a while. So, again, are you comfortable with losing your job, Reagan? Standing up for what's right, and clearly you don't care about that, so yes. I just feel that's awful selfish, you know? Seriously, cut it out. Just stop listening to her, Reagan. Let's go. Come on. Hold on. What? How is that selfish? I just assumed that there were more important things for you to be focusing on. I mean, considering, as you know, our wait list full to the top, and there are always new people waiting to take in spots. And when you have a student that's in on an employee discounted rate, and that employee no longer works here, it just seems that a spot is available and lined up, if you get what I'm saying. You can't kick my sister out of the daycare just because I no longer work here. See, that's the funny thing about being in charge in that funny little contract that you signed. I'm at liberty to do whatever I'd like. So, that being said, if I don't think that you're the best fit, and clearly you're agreeing with that since you're staging a walkout with your little friend here, I don't think that your sister's guaranteed to be the best fit. And so it's probably best that we just move on altogether. So, if that's the route that you want to take, unless you would like to go ahead and stay, and that way you can keep your little discount that you have for your sister. She can continue in her class with her little friends that she loves, and you can continue to do your job correctly. You can't do that. Like, you literally can't do that. It's blackmail. No, it's not. It's actually just more of a unfortunate circumstance. Choice decisions. What will we choose? Don't let her get into your head. This is exactly what she's trying to do. Don't listen to her. Come on, we'll find another daycare for her. She doesn't have to go here, and we can find another place for you to work out, too. We can get the same sort of discount situation going on. Just, no, you don't. You don't understand, because it took me forever to be able to find this place. You got what you want. I'm staying. Reagan, I can't. If you're staying, then I'll stay with you, but I don't think that we should stay. We should leave. Oh, I'm so sorry for the misunderstanding, but Cece, you are no longer welcome here. Reagan is welcome to stay, but I would like you to leave. Are you kidding me? Not in the slightest, no. Actually, I find this whole thing that you have actually coordinated quite unprofessional, so if you can go ahead and leave, and I will continue to have this conversation with Reagan. I'd appreciate it. This is ridiculous. Reagan, I mean, come on. Cece, I love you, but I can't. Okay? Wonderful choice. Goodbye, Cece. Can't believe this. Appreciate you taking initiative and deciding to do the right thing. It's really nice to see you be less of a follower and more of a leader, and I know that you aren't wanting to talk to me right now, but go ahead and finish this classroom, and you go ahead and get home, and you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you fresh and early in the morning. I take it I'm going to be in the classroom by myself tomorrow? God, no. What kind of leader would I be if I left you out of ratio? You'll have someone in here tomorrow morning replacing Cece. I'll make sure of it. How could you let this happen? How could you let this happen? It's your first day. It's your first day, and you're failing. You're failing. It's time to make some phone calls. History, I wouldn't ask unless I absolutely needed you. And the daycare's under new management. I'm the new manager. Monday. Oh, perfect. Wonderful. I am so glad to hear you'll be available. Great. I look forward to seeing you. Bye-bye. Okay. This is gonna work. Nice to see you're in still as good a mood as ever. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to smile? Did you want me to smile when my entire life and hard work is going down the drain? I lost cell service. I tried to call my daycare, and they tried to call me back, but now my phone isn't working because I'm on this god-forsaken boat. You act like I, vacuum sealed you and shoved you into a suitcase and forced you on the boat. You had every choice to walk away and not come on the boat with me, and I was going to go by myself. It would have been no big deal. I mean, of course, I planned the trip for the two of us, but if you want to be stubborn about it, then that would have been fine. But you want to sit here and complain the entire time and make it miserable. And honestly, for somebody who cares so much about the daycare, where was all of this when you actually were there? It's the same level of care, Bill. It's just from there I'm actually able to do something about it, fix the situation, control the situation. From here, I have absolutely no idea what's going on, where my employees are, who my employees are, what your Claire is doing to my daycare. I really hoped this trip would bring us closer together, but all you're showing is how much you just want to shove the two of us apart. I don't even know why we need to be together, because all you care about is the damn daycare that you never showed any initiative for before. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know you thought that your plan to bombard me with this absolutely ridiculous plan that you have concocted with your little friend, and then throw me on a boat as if though I would be excited and romanticized by this whole ideology. You've stolen my job, and now you're drilling it further deeper into the ground while claiming that I was the one that was actually doing that. You had employees coming in and out. I made the smartest move for my business, and I stand by that. Claire is going to be here for the next 6 months, so it's just going to be something that you're going to have to get used to. Yeah, we'll see about that. No, there is no we'll see about it. It's done. The contract has been signed. And the contract can be broken. Love of God, it's like talking to a brick wall. Go away from me, Bill. Okay. Things are gonna go okay. You're gonna get a handle on this. Let's go talk to our employees. Lauren, are we almost finished in here? Yeah, I just finished. I'm about to go clock out now. Now tell me something. If I'm not mistaken, Cece has been here the longest? Yep, she's up there. See, that's what I thought. So, when I say what I'm about to say next, I hope that you'll listen, because I only plan on saying it once. The little stunt that you pulled this afternoon will not be happening again, because if it does, it will be your last. It should have been your last today, and had I had more staff on hand, it would have been your last. I'm willing to give you another chance, only for the further thought that I think that you have maybe turned a new leaf. If you go ahead and to show me that you have not turned a new leaf, I have no issue getting rid of you. That being said, our beloved Miss Cece is no longer here anymore, and Reagan was going to go with her, but she had a little change of heart as well. So, Reagan is still here, but just like you, she does not have a promised spot. Now, if I see a full turn of a new leaf, I will just be delighted to keep you on board. But I just want to let you know, if that's not a testament to the fact that I will change things around, then I don't know what is. My recommendation to you would be to step carefully and just do as you're told, okay? And I see a little spot over there. I think that still needs to be addressed, a little bit cleaned. It's just the disinfectant drying. It's not completely dry. You see Cece's no longer here. Mm-hmm. And I hope that that's not all that you just took of what I just said, because there was much more to that than just your friend being gone. She's gone for good reason, even though she did try to change her mind. I just made her aware that she's no longer welcome here. You do realize, out of all the other teachers, she's one of the only ones that have never had a problem, is never late, always willing to help a hand, no matter how. This just shows that you do not have any idea what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Seems you did not hear what I just said. I get that you want to stand up for your friend, but the way that you're speaking to me is very disrespectful and could cause for grounds for me to remove you. So, carefully the way you speak with me, please. I'm gonna go clock out. Have a great weekend! Are you just about done in here? The carpet doesn't look much better, but it is time for you to be clocking out. That's as clean as I'm going to be able to get it. Those stains are in the rug. They've been in there forever, so it seems like we maybe failed to clean it when it was actually initially stained, and so it's kind of set in now, which kind of seems like it may be falling on you guys. We'll discuss it more on Monday, and maybe the possibility of getting ourselves a new rug. In the meantime, you do have someone coming in Monday to go ahead and help you out, and it's actually someone who's worked in this daycare before, so she's well acquainted with the classroom and how things run, so I think she'll go smoothly. May I ask who it is? I'd rather keep it a surprise, so why don't you go ahead and clock out, finish up, and have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday morning. Oh my gosh, good morning. Hi. Oh, well, hello, dear. Oh, wow, we match. How wonderful is that? I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting before. I'm Susanna. Hi, Susanna. You seem disappointed. Are you disappointed? No, sorry if it's coming across that I am. It's just that Claire had said that it was somebody that had worked here previously, and so I was kind of expecting to recognize the person, but I'm not. Well, I must have been from before you started working here then, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I see you've rearranged the classroom. Of course I did. Are you kidding? This place is not functional. It is now, though. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it just take me a little bit of time to get used to. It's just the reading rug is usually over here, and I feel like I just don't want it to be difficult for the kids to, like, understand where they're supposed to be sitting, considering there's also a rug over there now, which rug would you prefer them to sit at? Oh, don't be silly. The reading will still happen on the reading rug, okay? Just over here, as opposed to over there, and I feel like if you don't have a hard time adjusting, the children won't have a hard time adjusting. Just point them in the right direction. That's the rainbow rug. It's going to be used for something else, okay? Okay, yeah, that works. I will point them in the direction of the reading rug. Direction. You want to make sure. Direction. Diction. You want to make sure you're enunciating all of those little syllables in those words. You're speaking in front of children, so. Okay, yeah, got it. Great, let me hear you say it. Say it, so I know you understand. Yeah, I understand. Right, but can you say it? I can. Okay, go ahead. I just feel like I've kind of... Can you just say it? Please. Direction. Direction. Great, okay. Think about how the word is spelled when you say it now. Come on, just one more time. I'm sorry, I just do have a lot of things that I have to get done before the kids start to get here, so if we could just... Oh, sure. You go ahead and get started, and we'll finish this later. Great, thank you. Okay, where the hell is it?
Oh, Reagan!
Yeah. The first little has been dropped off, and she's got a stinky winky winky, so if you could just go ahead and take care of that, please, because I've got 1,000 other things on my plate. Yeah, I've got that, but where did you put the lost and found bin? Lost and found? There was no lost and found bin. It was just underneath here. It was full of all sorts of things, and I have a parent coming to pick up one of the teddy bears that was inside of there, apparently. It's like a super important teddy bear that they need to make sure they get back. Talking about that giant pile of trash in that box? I trashed that. You trashed it? I trashed it. I put it in a garbage can. The trash can. La basura. I've been working on my Spanish. That's really great. That's really awesome for you. But what you threw away was the lost and found. And like I just said, I have a parent coming to look for a teddy bear. So where did you throw it away and when did you throw it away? Just this morning. It was in there and it did not look like a lost and found bin. If you had a lost and found bin, it should have been labeled lost and found. It said lost and found. It said lost and found on the side of the box. Well, then it must be in this classroom because the box that I threw away did not have any writing on it. Where are you going? I'm going to go get the teddy bear. No, it's in the dumpster. It needs to stay in the dumpster. Maybe you're not understanding. A parent is coming to pick up the teddy bear that was in the box that you threw in the dumpster. So I'm going to go out to the dumpster and retrieve said teddy bear to give to the parent. Do you understand? Understand. I don't appreciate the way you're speaking to me, and I do not think that what you're doing is the wisest decision. Not to mention, it is disgusting. It's just disgusting. That's just a fact of the matter. I have not allowed you as the head teacher to leave the classroom, and you are on the clock. So, find something to do before the kids start showing up. But the teddy bear wasn't supposed to be in the dumpster. It was supposed to be in the lost and found box, which is what I told the parents. So now they're going to be upset with me if I do not have the teddy bear for them that I told them that I have. That's tough nuts, hon. I mean, there's no other way to put it. They shouldn't have brought the bear to school. Okay, I'm going to go get the bear. Okay. I see you're making the disgusting choice. That is a choice that you will also be explaining to the parent as well. Sure, they'd rather have the bear that's like physical in their hand that they can clean up than no bear at all. So I'm going to go get the bear. Okay, Reagan.
Susanna, it is just wonderful to see you as well. Give me a kiss. Not much of a kisser. Is Regan not in yet? Regan? No, I have not met a Regan yet. It's just been me in here fixing things up to my liking. Interesting, because she should be here by now. But I do have to say, I like what you've done at the place. It seems more of a functional way for the classroom to be. I like the carpet change. Oh, isn't it just? I love how it turned out, and I agree, much more functional, at least for me. I think it turned out really nice. You did a great job. I'll have you design my office next. But you shouldn't be in this classroom alone, so I'm going to go find your second teacher. She should be here by now, as I've already said, so I'm going to go figure out where she is, okay? Oh, sure. Can't wait to meet her. Thank you. Not a problem. This is a tight ship, and I'm going to run it so. This girl trying to make me look bad. I'm a little busy right now. Where is she even calling me? Got the bear, let's just bring it inside.
Hello?
Yes? What on earth are you doing? I mean, you're supposed to be in the classroom by now. You should have clocked in by now. Why are you just strolling in the door late as can be with a teddy bear? It doesn't make any sense, Reagan. This bear was left, and so I went to go outside to go get it because it was thrown away. There is zero reason why the new head teacher of your classroom has not met you yet. That is just beyond ridiculous. You should have clocked in about 15 minutes ago. I'm sorry, I met Susanna. I was already in the classroom. I was here 5 minutes early to when I was supposed to. I clocked in already. You can go look at the computer yourself. And the only reason I was outside strolling in with the teddy bear is because the lost and found box was thrown away. I just spoke to Susanna not 2 minutes ago, and she said that she had not seen or spoken to anyone by the name of Reagan yet. She had not met a new teacher, that she was in there by herself rearranging the classroom, which is why I was calling you and you didn't even answer your phone. I didn't answer my phone because I was in the dumpster getting the lost and found box. No, your story's not checking out, because if you were going into the dumpster to get the lost and found box, then why are you standing here with a teddy bear and not the lost and found box? Because the wonderful Miss Susanna, who by the way is a liar because she did meet me. She knows my name is Reagan, so I don't know if this is some spiteful way to get you upset with me. I don't know what's going on with her, but she did meet me. She threw away the lost and found box into the dumpster. I guess she also decided to throw her coffee on top of it, so the entire box is ruined, whatever was in there. This has coffee all over it, but the parents explained to me that this is a very important teddy bear, and so I got it for them regardless. So you climbed into the dumpster, got yourself disgustingly dirty to work with children for the rest of the day, just so you can get this teddy bear that is actually absolutely disgusting, and the parents probably will not even want it. Okay, the parents told me it was a very important bear, that she had left it here, and I told them that there was a bear in the lost and found box, and it was more than likely probably that bear. So I told them that I would retrieve that bear out of the lost and found box, but when I went to go get the bear out of the lost and found box, there was no lost and found box, and that's when Susanna informed me that she threw it away because she thought it was trash. But I had already told the parents that I was going to give them the teddy bear, so of course I went out to the dumpster to go get the teddy bear, because I figured they'd rather have the physical bear that they can clean than no bear at all. It doesn't change the fact that you got disgusting into a dumpster and then you're expecting to work with children. I hope you have some sort of change of clothes or are able to wipe yourself down or wash your hands or something. And as for this lying situation, I would like you to come with me because I would like to speak to her and see who is actually telling the truth here. I didn't get disgusting. Okay, yeah. Just follow you. Susanna, hi. I just had a question real quick. Oh, sure. What's going on? Okay, so here's your second, and I'm hearing that you have met already this morning? No, we have not had the pleasure of meeting yet. What is your name? Really? Really, this is how you're gonna do this? If you were late to work, Reagan, you can just say that. It's okay. You don't have to fabricate this entire story of this teddy bear nonsense. Teddy bear nonsense? Now that I think about it, earlier this morning I did see her. I noticed her jacket color, but we did not formally get to meet. I just saw her walking out with a box outside. Oh, okay. See, now that makes sense. So you're the one that threw away the box, and you realized your mistake, and you wanted to go ahead and blame it on your new teacher? What? No. Why would I throw away the box that we've always used for the lost and found? She was obviously the one that was moving around the classroom this morning. She obviously threw it away. And when I confronted her about it, she didn't want to deal with it. She told me that I wasn't allowed to go out to the dumpster to get it. But what is going on? That's a really great question. I would really like to know. And at this point, I'm seeing you're walking on some pretty thin ice because I don't appreciate this whole fabrication and these lies. I think if you make a mistake, you should just own up to it. I fully agree. We all make mistakes. I can't keep having this conversation. I didn't do anything. I didn't make the mistake here. I literally was just getting the teddy bear for the parents, and you'll see that when the parents come in asking for the teddy bear. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see about it. What's that noise? It sounds like it's coming from my office. What the hell is going on? What are you doing in here? Hello?
You can't just sit here and destroy my office and Your office? Yes, my office. Are you delusional? We already had this conversation already. Are you delusional? You think that you're going to continue to keep my office after in one day, what you managed to do? What I managed to do. I mean, I walked into a burning building and put the fire out. I mean, at least I took initiative and made some actually correct decisions for once. I mean, something was needed to be done here. I had just returned from what was supposed to be a vacation to get to land and get a Wi-Fi access and the ability to look at the cameras and witness the ridiculousness that you have caused my daycare. The teachers are not allowed to communicate between classrooms when there's a door adjoining between the two for obvious reasons, or they're communicating, or a supply that is needed to be passed through classrooms. You're cutting that off for some ridiculous reason. You're treating my employees as if they're children. I wouldn't even give children bathroom passes, and you're doing it to adults. And don't get me started on the fact that you have hired Susanna again. Hiring Susanna was a last choice. I mean, I didn't really have a choice when your entire wonderful employees decided to walk out on me until I set things back into perspective a little bit to where they'd understand what they were losing. Oh, put things into perspective, you mean threatened and used a situation and a circumstance against her when you knew she had no other choice? I think it's just so sad that you're sitting there watching the cameras because you can't control things, and this is your way of, I'm assuming, trying to gain control. But what you don't understand is what I already signed a 6-month contract, and I'm not going anywhere. So you need to just get used to the way that I'm running this daycare, because it's not changing. You think Bill's really going to keep you on after I show him the videotapes of everything's going to be fine, I'm going to be just fine, everything's going to be just fine, I'm going to be perfect, everything's just fine? You look unhinged and crazy. That's going to breach at least something in the contract, and let alone all the other things that I have built up to show him, and I'm sure I'll come across more. So I choose your next moves very wisely, and my recommendation would be to walk in there and fire Susanna so she doesn't have to hear it from me, because she's not going to like hearing it from me. I'm not going anywhere, especially until I speak to Bill. I feel like this is a huge breach of my privacy and my confidentiality. I was in my office, unaware that I was being watched by people. The fact that you have a camera in your office just goes to show how unhinged you are. Not unhinged, just smart, and I've been around the block a time or two. So, again, choose your moves wisely. I'd suggest you'd start with Susanna, and the next move I would suggest would be removing these sweet teas from my refrigerator. It's Dr. Pepper only. Debbie, no, I'm not going to go talk to Susanna, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm still the director here, and as far as I'm the director, she is still an employee. I haven't done anything wrong, I've done my job, and the person who hired me has not come to tell me anything otherwise. His wife telling me something is not important to me, when he made it very clear that he's in charge and you are not. That man is my husband. He sleeps next to me in the bed, and you don't think that he's going to value my opinion more than he is yours. He may be in charge of the actual back end of things, but make no mistake, little girl, I am the runner of this daycare, and you are no longer the director. I'm not a little girl, okay? You can refer to me as Miss Claire, and this is my office, so I would ask you to leave, please. You can try to stand there and intimidate me all you want, but it's not going to do anything. This is my office, I've signed a contract, and I'm asking you to leave. Fine, I'll go. But only long enough for you to get your belongings out of my office. My office. And enough time for me to get my daycare back in order and to speak to my teachers, who you have just grossly mistreated, and to just profusely apologize to them for having to just deal with your presence at all. And then next, I think I'll call Bill. And maybe send him a few texts, a few videos, a few voice memos, so he knows exactly what he's dealing with when it comes to Claire. Enjoy your time in here, because it's going to be shortly lived. Bill, get your ass here now. Well, that didn't go the way you expected, now did it? I really don't know what your problem is, but for you to lie about something as stupid as that just shows that you are just not to be trusted. It doesn't make any sense. Sure it does. I was teaching you a lesson. When your head teacher tells you not to do something, you don't just go ahead and do it anyway, okay? Yeah, except for the...
Excuse me.
Hi. Hi, how's it going? My wife said that a teddy bear was left behind and I was to retrieve it. Oh, we've got that right here for you. Unfortunately, it did make a little mishap into the garbage can. Little Miss Reagan here just didn't quite understand where the lost and found bin was, so it was just a little bit of a mistake, but it seems to be just fine. Maybe a little cleanup will do. Hold on. My wife spoke with Reagan, and she said it was in the lost and found. No one said anything about a trash can. I'm so sorry, sir.
I am the one who spoke to your wife, and I told her that the toy was in the lost and found box because it was. Now, Susanna is our wonderful new teacher, and she was going ahead and rearranging the classroom, and she came in and helped me and threw away a box that I was not meaning to actually have been thrown away. So, no, sir, that is not what happened. Actually, I came in and immediately went looking for the teddy bear as we had just gotten off the phone. And when I went to go look for the teddy bear, the box was missing. And as Susanna is our new teacher, I believe she did not know that the box was the lost and found box and had thrown it away into the dumpster. The dumpster, she just said trash can and she said you did it. Now you're saying she did it? Who threw it away and where was it thrown away? I mean, come on. It was just as I said. She threw it away in the dumpster when I was in the middle of cleaning up the classroom. Isn't that right, Reagan? That's not what happened, sir. Once I realized that the teddy bear had been thrown away in the box, I went and retrieved it from the dumpster myself to make sure that it was okay and safe for you guys to return. As your wife said, it was an important bear to your family. Okay, at this point, I'm just confused as to what actually went down, and clearly neither of you are going to tell me the truth. So can you just give me a bag or something to where I can put the bear in, and then I can go ahead and speak to the director about the situation? Oh, I don't think you need to speak to the director. I think the situation is very much handled. Okay, well, I don't feel like it was handled because my daughter's toy was mistreated and now I'm not really getting the full story as to what happened. I'm fully okay with it being an accident and I'm understanding to that, but when you guys can't get a story straight on what actually happened, I feel like that's a little bit weird, suspicious even. The full story has been given to you. Whatever Reagan's concocting to try to change the story and alter it just a little bit is just to try to save her face a little bit. I think she might be just a little embarrassed considering the fact is, why would she go retrieve it if she was not the one that threw it away? Either way, whether the stories are changing, who did it, what happened, the outcome is the same. The bear is here. We are happy. Everyone's happy. No need to talk to the director. It's odd that you're trying to sway him from going to the director. You can go to the director if you'd like to, sir. I can take her to you myself if you'd like. It's just Claire has far more important situations to deal with than a situation that shouldn't have been had in the first place. Those toys are not even permitted to be in the daycare to begin with, so. It's my daughter's comfort item that she brings to school with her every single day. It's never been an issue. I would like to speak to your director, please. If you could take me to her, I'd appreciate it. No need. I'm here. What's going on? Debbie, I don't think I've ever been so happy to see you in my life. Debbie, this is all very confusing. Have you not always been the director? What happened was apparently my daughter's bear was thrown away. It's her comfort item, and this teacher's saying she did it, and the other one's saying she did it, and it's just very confusing as to why the story can't be straight on a simple item as the bear. She's telling me I should have never brought the bear into school as it's prohibited, and I just wanted to speak to a director. I never said it was prohibited. I just said that it... Susanna? Reagan, can you go ahead and tell me what's going on? To make a long story short, she threw away the lost and found box, and she's saying that I threw away the lost and found box, but that doesn't make any sense as to why I would throw away the lost and found box, considering I know that it's a lost and found box. She's obviously new to the classroom, and so she didn't know that it was that, and so she went and threw it away. When she threw it away, the bear that I already told the parents that I was going to retrieve for them was in there, and she had thrown other garbage on top of it, ruining everything else in the box, but the bear is okay, it just probably could use to be cleaned up. That's the whole situation. Okay, I understand. Thank you for repairing her mistake and going and retrieving the bear. This mistake will not happen again, sir. I am so sorry for everything that has happened. I can go ahead and get a bag for you or something if you'd like. We can go ahead and wash it for you even. But like I said, if it's not prohibited, you can go ahead and bring it in. It's a little bit warned against because things do tend to get lost. So if it is something that is like really near and dear to your heart, it is advised that you leave it at home. But I do understand the comfort item. 100%. So if that's something that she wants to bring in and you guys are more than welcome with that, we are more than happy to do that, okay? I'm just confused as to why the stories are being flipped, but it really doesn't matter. I just would like a bag to bring the bear home. My wife can clean it. Wonderful. Again, I am so sorry for any inconvenience, and Reagan here will go grab you a bag. Thank you again for this bag. I guess I'll see you guys in a few days when she's feeling a little bit better. She's got a cold, so she needs her lovey. Wonderful, sir. Hope she feels better. Get the f*** out of my daycare. Wow, really such a wonderful way to speak to your employees. You're not my employee, and anyone with a brain would have never hired you if they'd glance even for a second at your reference sheets. Just goes to show how much of a failure this Master Claire was. Hi, honey. Oh, hello, honey. Claire is gone. She's currently packing her things, and this train wreck that even has the audacity to step foot back in my daycare is gone, and you will spend the next however long it takes getting each and every one of my employees back into this daycare, so help me God. She can't just be gone. She signed a 6-month contract. Come on, now let's breathe. Take that contract. So help me. I will rip it in half myself. She already knows. She's packing her things. There will not be a tea left in my refrigerator. There will not be a remnants of her disaster left. Her ridiculous hiring skills will be out of my daycare.
I am taking the reins back, and I'm going to take this seriously. So I don't know what game you're playing here, but her contract is breached, and you will do whatever you need to do to make sure that happens. Well, I don't know, because I signed a contract. She signed it too. It's written in already. Unwrite it. This is my love. This is my life, and I'm not going to let someone take it over. If this ship's going to go down, I'm going down with it. You gave me the rights to this daycare, and you're not just going to take it back on a whim because you don't agree with my decisions. Things are going to change here for the better, and I'm going to be the one in charge of it, okay? So make it happen.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Come in. Hi, Bill. So, yeah, give it a rest. I know. Your wife already came in here and gave me my scolding. I'm packing my things. I'm leaving. I got it.
Okay. I'm sorry about all of this and the breach contract, everything. I didn't want it to go down like this. But let me help you carry some of these things out to your car.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I just can't believe it. You really know your wife. I mean, I really didn't think that would work, but seems like you got the fire back underneath her. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. I know it all seems silly. We can't even talk about it in our office because, she's got the cameras, so we have to come out here. But the woman I just saw in there is the woman that I married, and I'm so looking forward to seeing that passion in her again just because she feels like she has something to fight for, and that was my whole goal. So, thank you.
You're really, really very welcome. Thank you for helping me with these last boxes, but from what it sounded like, you have quite your job cut out for you, so I'd go call your employees back. I'm hoping that they miss Debbie enough, and once they hear the plan that we set in place, that they'll be a little bit more understanding and wanting to come back. Good luck to you.
Thank you. You too.
How's it going in here? She left the trash can completely full. She left her teas in my refrigerator, and you should see what Susanna did to my classroom. I'm gonna have to fix all of this. You sure are. I'm gonna get to making those phone calls.